Hello viewers, you're welcome. Let's see how we're going to solve this amazing equation. We are looking for the value of x. So when you are given root x multiplied by root x multiplied by root x. So now according to what we have, we can have this to be root x, okay, mod raised to the power of 3, then equals what? Equals to x. Okay, so from there, so the next thing we're going to have here, we're going to have this to be this x. We can rewrite the x or root x to be 1 over 2, then to the power of 3, then equals what? Equals x. Okay, so moving on, so we're going to have x to the power of 3 over 2, then equals what? We have x. So now the next thing we're going to do here is that we multiply this power by what? By 1 over or by 2. So here will also be 2 here. Are you getting it? So from there, so we are going to have 2, we cancel 2, we have what? We have x to the power of what? X to the power of 3, then equals x to the power of 2. Okay, now so moving on, we are going to have what? We're going to have x to the power of 3. Now you are going to transpose x squared to this side. We're going to have x squared, then equals what? Equals 0. So we are having x to the power of 3 minus x to the power of 2 equals 0. So that will give us x to the power of 2 is what? Is common. So we're going to take it out. So we have x here minus x to the power of 2. That will be 1. Divided by this, we're going to have 1 equals 0. So now from there, we try to, because this is 0 form equation, so we can have this to be x multiplied by x, that is x squared, then multiplied by x minus 1 equals 0. So now from here, we can have this to be x equals 0. That will be x1, x2 will be equal 0. And we have what? X minus 1 here to be equal 0. So now from here, we're going to have x. We transpose the minus 1 to the other side. We're going to have what? Plus 1. So we have this to be x3. This is what? This is x2, which is equal 0. And this is x1, which is also equal 0. So now from there, you can see now that since x1 and x2 are the same, we can just have x to be 0 or what? Or 1. So that is the value of what? Of the solution. We have 0 and 1 to be the solution. So now you can now check whether we are right or not. So by checking, okay, so we can see that we have root x multiplied by root x multiplied by root x. Is this going to give us x? Now, according to what we are given, we have 0 already. You see that if you say root of 0 multiplied by root of 0 multiplied by root of 0, so you can see that this is going to give us 0 here, and everything will be 0 equals what? Equals 0. All right, so also when you pick the second number, which is 1, so you can see that if you have root of 1 multiplied by root of 1 multiplied by root of 1, so we're going to have 1. Root 1 is 1 multiplied by 1 multiplied by 1, then equals what? 1. So 1 times 1 times 1, we're going to have 1 equals what? Equals 1. And that's the solution to the problem. So thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this part, kindly share to your friends so they can learn from this. Thank you. Bye bye.